Hello and welcome to the Association of PEMF Professionals. I'm Jerry Dreesen, the Executive Director of the AOPP. And today we're going to talk about what are some of the things you can use PEMF for. And so those of you that follow us on Facebook and on YouTube, you'll notice that we're putting up banners and things which we work on and treat. And what I want to do is talk a little bit about some of those things. And so what we found with PEMF is that it delivers a pulsed beam that is true to what Earth's natural magnetic field is, and it helps heal things. One of the things that I think about, if you're a movie buff, there was a movie that was Jason and the Argonauts, and they had this, and they were going after the golden fleece. And when a person was injured, they put the golden fleece on it. It would light up and shake, and then they would be healed. And that's, to me, kind of what PEMF is like. It's a blanket of healing frequency that helps out with all of the things that our bodies need to heal, and it helps create that process better. So it goes into deep inside the cells in the mitochondria, and we're seeing lots of great results with that. And when we have good afternoon, Lisa Marie, thank you for joining us. And as we're using this on different parts of the body, and research is spreading phenomenally, we've got lots of great people doing research on PEMF and what it can do for the body. We've got a great chart here that kind of walks you through some of the things to think about and to try it on when you're working on humans. And so, there's definitely placing it over the head or around the head, or having somebody lay down on a mat and having the mat be closer to the upper shoulders and neck. Sometimes we'll take the larger loop and put it around the neck so that it gets the head and in the shoulders and the upper back. So we've got lots of good reports. I've used it quite a lot on car accident people with concussion and PTSD, and it helps their fogginess lift. They can think better and clearer. And there's some really good case studies, some actual people that testify about PEMF and how it's taken them from their damage or their injury to where they are now, where they can function, which has been that in and of itself is to get a human being who can't think or is cloudy all the time, to get them out of that cloud and where they feel confident that they can do things again. That's priceless as far as what it can do. On the other side of, cognitive and in the brain, you've got the eyes, you've got all of the organs as far as getting better vascularization. You think about diabetes, where it's starting to kill the capillaries, so they can't connect and they die off. And so, you get the macular degeneration or loss of feeling in the fingertips. And if you can help keep that process and nourish it so that you don't have the capillaries die. So those are some other things to think about too. And so you've got, like eye problems where there's drying, there's ear problems as far as tinnitus and not being able to hear. If you can think about the processes of a nerve needing blood flow, and blood flow needing a nerve, and muscles needing nerve and blood flow, then you can kind of get an idea of how great PEMF is on these areas if you can get it to that area. And so for some people, they've got machines that are very powerful. They can deliver that pulse through the entire body, through an arm. And other people that have kind of the lighter devices are less powerful, but it just needs to be on there longer. And even when you have a powerful machine, when you start working on somebody, it's always low and slow. That's a phrase that a lot of PEMF users use when they talk about, what should I put my settings on? And so when you have PEMF being used on people, that's always the best thing to do, because a couple of things will happen number one, they're going to start to get better, and it'll be at a slow enough rate that their body can handle those changes at first. But then also, you have the detoxification that happens. And if you put it on somebody's body and it's on too much too long, you've got this detoxification, and they'll end up getting nauseous. They might get a headache from it, which is okay. Your body is dumping a lot of toxins out, but it's just more than what the body can handle. And the person might think that the device is causing the problem versus it's the detoxification that's causing the problem. So when you start using it on areas like the muscles, as far as back pain and on joints, knees, and elbows, I have a college pitcher that he's got an elbow that he has problems with, and I put it on his elbow, and after he's done, he can move it, and it gets the inflammation out of there. But then again, you can help them with their current situation, but what caused that situation? So that's the other thing. You can help them out with what they currently have, but if they go back and continue to repeat doing the thing that causes the issue, of course it's going to keep coming back. It's not that the treatment failed, it's just that the person with the problem keeps re-causing the problem. And so you can help eliminate the inflammation. What's really important is not only eliminating the inflammation, is the long-term lifespan of that area without inflammation. It's going to age quicker when it's inflamed. It's going to go through arthritis faster. You're going to get joints that begin to get bone spurs or start to fuse together because of a result of inflammation. So if you can think about using your device as an anti-inflammatory device and how it speeds up healing, then that, again, it gives you a good idea of what's going on inside the body. And it has different types of reactions for different body parts. It can take longer. And then also, just being careful on using your machines on people based on what they have, and also what you tell them it can and can't do. It's always good to say, yeah, let's try it out and see, and again, what kinds of medications are they on? Oftentimes, PEMF allows the body to absorb their medication better. So if they have some kind of a reaction, it might be because they've overdosed on the medication they're taking because they're absorbing it better. So that's one thing to look at. What is their current injury? Is it okay to have better blood flow in there? Again, with the larger, more powerful devices, you're going to get contractions around the area. And those of you who know me, I'm always talking about, be careful about people that come to you with low back problems that haven't seen a doctor, haven't got a diagnosis, because if they have a disc injury and you're contracting that disc, there could be a pinhole injury in that disc. And when you squeeze the disc, it can leak the fluid out. And disc fluid is a lot like acid when it hits a nerve. So you can cause more pain on somebody if you are using a PEMF device on a person who says they have back pain. You need to do a little more digging and finding out, what's going on, which is why it's great to work inside a clinic with healthcare providers. If you could, go in and set up on that. And if you are a AOPP member, we have that information inside where I walk through with another member on, here's how you should approach working with a healthcare professional, whether it's an osteopath or a chiropractor or a vet. All of those things, we walk you through those. And then also we have, as far as getting the word out, you can tell if you go through our Facebook feed and then also our YouTube, how we're talking about how you market yourself, and how you go in and here's some steps you need to take to talk about your product. If you've got a website, here's how you link back to your website. If you don't have a website, we have that availability through the association as a member, where we have a website ready for you, where we tag it for your city, your area, so that people can find you, and your phone number and your email. So we're really big on helping you market yourself for your profession, as well as provide education. And as you'll find out with our association, that we're also working on becoming certified, where it is a national certification program that we're going through, so that when you do get and you go through these processes, that it's even a bigger deal in your peer group, but also among other professionals when they see that you've got certification. Like the ones that we have is already helping people break through barriers where they can go to an event and they're certified through a national organization, the AOPP. It helps open doors for them as far as marketing themselves. So that's another reason why we're here for you. And then the last thing is we're seeing a lot of people on the feeds where they're asking questions like, well, what is PEMF? And how do I tell everybody what PEMF is? And again, we have all of that information within the membership. But then also, if you go through the feeds, you go over to our YouTube page and you look, you can glean some of those things as well. On our mock-up webpage, which is on our website, you can look at what the website looks like if you were to get one. But on that is a video, and it is a basic, what is PEMF? So if at the least is to go check that out, look at that video, and then you can learn a little bit more about that. Or for those of you who have people that want to know more about it, that was one of the other questions, is how do I tell my friends and family what PEMF is? Go to that video and check it out. Other than that, I'll be going through some of these other areas of the body as far as how to treat. We talk a lot about that on the inside with it, but just know that PEMF is great for inflammation. It's going to be really important that people take a lot of fluids in before. So like have them drink water before and then after to flush out the toxins. Talk to people about, using PEMF and with their medication. Again, that's a major thing. But overall, those of you who have machines, I think you've got one of the greatest gifts, one of the greatest professions that we have that's coming into the 2020s, being able to take these devices and helping humans and small animals and large animals recover and be healthy. So with that, as we get into the new year, think about the different systems that you're seeing on this chart, and who do you know that has these things, and maybe reach out to them and have them come try PEMF or go to them, or use that as one of your marketing programs, like on your Facebook page for your business. Talk about PEMF and migraines, and then do another post on PEMF and stress. So each one of these could be a separate product for you, or not product, but symptom for you to go out and treat. So with that, I want to wish everybody a great Christmas, holiday season, New Year's. I'll see if I can pop in next week for another talk. But for now, I just want to say thanks everybody that are current members. If you want to be a member, again, hop onto our website. You can also jump in and ask us questions about PEMF, and we'll be more than happy to answer them and see how we can best help you out and make 2022 a great year for your business and also for PEMF. So with that, thank you and have a great day.